Hi guys, it's LECESNE. You might know me from my company, INSPIRE Brand Consulting. What you might not know is that I am a perfectionist in recovery, and that for many years I struggled feeling like I wasn't enough and waited for perfect circumstances before taking action on my goals. As you can imagine, perfect never comes. If you too find yourself struggling with taking action on the goals and ideas that you have, I have something really special for you. What I've done as a transformational coach is I've taken my many years of study, my many years of overcoming perfectionism, and my experiences, and I have rolled it all into what's called INSPIRE Finesse School. There are 8 steps to the curriculum, and I'm super excited to support you and inspire you for you to identify if you too are a perfectionist. Because if you are, I am an expert in helping you move from being stuck in the quicksand to activating and living your brilliance. So here are the 3 things that I want you to think about in terms of your own self-recovery and identifying as a perfectionist. Number 1, the first thing that you have to do is you have to self-identify. Are you a perfectionist? A very, very short story. So when I was growing up, and still am, I'm dyslexic. And so I had this self-perception that I wasn't a smart kid, not a smart student. Well, that's totally false, but that's how I identified. Lo and behold, I did really well in school and I'm an academic junkie. So sometimes when I get tripped up as an adult and I don't take action, at first I thought, well, maybe it's because I don't think I'm very smart. But then I had to really look at the reality of what I've produced. I was a really great student and still am. I graduated with honors in graduate school. So clearly I'm smart. Then I did a lot of research on imposter syndrome and thought, well, sometimes I feel like an imposter when I am, trying to go after my goals and talking to people. And I identified as that. But there's really another nuance to imposter syndrome, and that's perfectionism. Yes, sometimes it translates into feeling like an imposter in your own skin, but really what a person like me is doing is waiting for perfect. I was waiting for the perfect circumstance, waiting for the perfect amount of education, waiting for the perfect mentor, waiting for the perfect person to give me permission to stand in my own brilliance. Once I self-identified and really clued into what was holding me back, which was perfectionism, it was like the light switch turned on in a very, very dark and shame-filled room. And I was able to deal with and work through what I was going through. So how can you self-identify? I've created an interactive quiz on our website, INSPIRE Brand Consulting, entitled, Are You a Perfectionist? Go ahead, head over there and find out. If you answer 3 or more of the questions with a yes, there's a great chance that you could use some transformation in your life. So step number 1, self-identify as a perfectionist. Step number 2, opt out of the shame and admit it. So once I figured out what was going on and that I was a perfectionist and that's what was holding me back was perfectionist tendencies, I had to really admit it to myself. And that took some time. It took some time to recognize, wow, this is what's really holding me back. This is what's really keeping me trapped and feeling stuck in self-shame in the quicksand. This is why I'm not taking action. I'm waiting for perfect. And it showed up in all areas of my life. Sometimes I would set a goal of working out, for instance, and then I would wait for the perfect time. What would be the most perfect time of day? Would it be morning? Would it be night? And how would I be doing that 6 months from now? When really, what I would need to do and what I do now is I'm in action. If I have a goal, I'm in action towards it. That perfectionism, that alter ego, it wants to come up, but I've self-identified and I've opted out of the self-shaming. So now I can be in action. Step number 3 is self-recovery. Self-recovery really comes in with support, inspiration, and guidance. And I am here to help you in your self-recovery. I have put together an 8-step transformational curriculum that I absolutely know can support you move from the self-shaming of the quicksand of perfectionism and move into activating and living your brilliance. I've seen it work for myself in my own life and my business, and I've seen it work on scores of clients. I'm really an expert in helping people move from perfectionism into quantum leaping their brilliance. And I say that humbly, and I say that truthfully. I am an expert in this realm. And my deepest desire, my greatest intention is to support you in making your own quantum leap, because you have dreams and goals and visions for yourself that I don't want to see die. Too many beautiful dreams go to the graveyard way before they've ever been tested. Don't let your dreams die. So to recap, the 3 steps for you to move past perfectionism: 1, self-identify as a perfectionist. 2, opt out of the self-shame and admit it. 3, find a person, would love for it to be me, to support you, to help you, inspire you, and guide you through your own self-recovery. You are worth it. You are enough, and you are brilliant. Do not let perfectionist tendencies to hold you back any longer from living your brilliance. I'm excited to support you. I'm excited for you in your quantum leap, in your transformation. Until we connect again, take care. Bye-bye.